I think it's always your dad. I think it always, and also my granddad. Yeah, so I had a couple to look up to. My dad was a hard man. You know, he's a street fighter. That was what he did. And he come from a rough background of gangs, and as my family did. So he was as tough a person as you would ever meet. And you always look up to that. You know, your dad's invincible, and he was. My granddad was a union rep. You know, so he always fought for people too. So I guess there's a common thread of fighters, whether with fists or with, you know, intellect. So my granddad would be, you know, he had an approach that I still take today. And his approach was, you know, you may never ever be better than anyone, but you're always going to be at least as good as anyone you ever meet or walk by on the street. And he had that kind of persona. And I still wear that shirt every day. Integrity was everything. Being able to see the real need in people, and he's Maori. And coming from that background of going and living through those years where, you know, Maori language, Maori culture was being driven out of our people up north. Being able to stand up and do something, but do so also in understanding systems and how to actually fit within a system that exists and reshape that. I think I kept passion. You know, my father's always very passionate, not afraid to show emotion, and I'm not afraid to show emotion. And that's a big part of being genuine. Yeah, so yeah, for my dad, it was being strong and being able to stand your own ground, but also it was being passionate at the same time. And he was also one of the most compassionate people you'd ever meet as well, and still is. I think we're always exposed to leadership, and we always made aware that leadership happens everywhere. You know, even being a 7-year-old on a rugby league field, you know, or in a boxing gym, or looking after others. I mean, my dad's view was it was always, if you were in a position to do something to help or protect others, you did it. There was an expectation. So that always was an expectation that we, as his children, would have a leadership role in that. Probably, to be honest, would be with my children. You know, as becoming a dad is when you know that you're a leader now, and you're willing to change your life to actually do the right thing for this little bundle of life. You know, I think that, to me, is when I knew I made a difference. Need drives me. You know, I believe that the only thing we're ever experts at is our own experience. So the experience of my childhood, my life, there's so much need. So what drives me at the moment to step into leadership roles is the knowledge that I can make a difference for particularly Maori and Pacific people in this country. And those who come, you know, from blue collar working class, which is where we came from. And we've done well. You know, and so I also believe in the potential of change, both in the short term and long term. So within a generation, and also that intergenerational change that, you know, my kids now would have no idea where we came from. You know, and that's cool. In terms of the progression from the street to a better life, but also there's an importance to recognise that it's actually okay to have come from there too. You know, so what drives me is, better future. Better future also for New Zealand.